Finals week is coming up at most universities. This is the time to start studying and figuring out how you're going to get those A's. Studying is important to get the best grades possible, but we need to make sure our study techniques are effective and efficient. Today, I'm going to be talking about a few things to know about studying for finals so you can finish off the year on a positive note. So the first tip on making sure you do the best for your finals is to make sure you have no distractions. So on a previous video I talked about some apps I use for school, and included in that video I talked about Flora. So Flora is an app that makes sure you're not distracted on your phone, and it keeps a timer for around 25 minutes to make sure that you're on track. This app is really good if you want to go really intense into your studying and really absorb all that information from your coursework. Another thing you should do while you're in class is to make sure you have your phone put away. With all the social media apps that we have these days, and being in college, there's a lot going on our phones. So make sure to put it away and put all your attention into what the lecturer or professor is saying. And while you have your phone away, make sure to take out a notebook and start taking some good notes. And I know a lot of us take our notes on our laptops, and I do too, but the best way to actually do this is by using a pen and a notebook. The actual action of writing in your notebook is going to help you retain more information than just typing on your laptop. And the same actually also goes for our laptops. There's so many social media apps or YouTube or whatever that's going on our laptops. And this is also going to be another distraction that's going to take away from us learning in class. And another thing you want to do while being in class is to make sure you sit next to the right people. And of course you can sit next to your friends in class, but make sure that they really care about their grades and that they're focusing while they're in class. Using Quizlet or flashcards is something that really everybody knows about, but not everybody uses. Quizlet is honestly perfect for memorization and understanding terms, especially using the Learn method. So what the Learn feature really does is that it basically gives you multiple choice and open-ended questions about the terms that you created on your Quizlet deck. So the questions are presented by either multiple choice or open-ended questions, and basically having it go through each time until you get it right is perfect because you're really going to start to understand the information, and once you see it on that exam, you're going to be sure to get the right answer. So for me personally, I spend around 1 to 2 days putting all the information into Quizlet and understanding the content as I put it in. And then after that, I spend around 1 entire day going through the Learn feature for all the Quizlet decks I created. And honestly, even without Quizlet, you can still use normal flashcards and absorb just as much information as you can with Quizlet. So the next thing I want to talk about is making sure you have a really clean environment and a clean study space so you can make sure to be focused while studying. So whether it's a library, coffee shop, dorm, or even your own bedroom, you have to make sure that you have the proper space so that you can focus on the material that you need to learn. And I'm sure by now, if you are a college student, you would probably know the space that works best for you because you've been studying for other exams as well. And whatever works for you is honestly the best. If you like a minimal and clean layout like I do, or you'd rather have a more messy area and you don't really care about it, but you'd rather care about the work, then that's fine. Whatever works for you is honestly the best. And what I do before any big exams come up or final season is to make sure to clean up my entire area so that I don't focus on the mess or the clutter that's around me, but rather on the material that I have to learn. Another thing that a lot of college students don't do is to ask for help. So you probably won't know every single detail during your exam prep, which is why I recommend you study early and get more time to ask your friends or tutors for extra help. I know a lot of schools have the resource for free tutoring, so make sure to look them up online and use them to your advantage. Study groups are honestly a great way to study as well, but what I recommend is to make sure that you study all the information by yourself first before studying in a group. But once you are done studying by yourself, make sure to hit up one of your friends and ask them if they want to review anything or if they just want to talk about other problems that they don't know about. So the final, but the most important thing, is to have the right mindset and to stay physically active. So you want to make sure you sleep a lot the night before your exam so that you can function your best and do well. And it's also really important to know what your individual goals are for each exam. And if you have that mindset to get an A in any class, for example, if I want an A on this next marketing final, I'm going to study really hard and make sure to get that A. But even if I don't get the A, I'm still going to get something pretty good like a B+ or something, and it's still better than studying for a B but getting a C. It's also important to stay active and healthy during final season. Studying all day in your room can actually decrease motivation levels. Studies have actually shown that exercise, especially in nature, can help you reduce stress. And even if you don't have enough time for the gym, you can still walk to class instead of taking the bus, or if you have a bit of time, you could go out for a run. So those are all the tips I have for studying for finals. If you found anything interesting or found it helpful, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.